Sun 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball. A walk-off two-run home run.
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Assisted by Cadet First Lieutenant Nicholas Stamateo, and Cadet Sergeant Lucas Ross, and Cadet Lance Corporal Jacob Williamson. The national anthem will be sung by Carly Severson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's victory, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we watched. We're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets round our, the bombs bursting in air. Can you prove through the night that our flag was still there? Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free, the home of the brave.
Basically, effectively, playoff time is upon us. This is the crossover week of the schedule for WESCO 3A, as we'll have the Everett Seagulls and the Snohomish Panthers squaring off, the last place teams out of 3A North and South, respectively. Got a busy night of football as the color guard taking the colors off the field. And we are set for a big-time football game. Snohomish and Everett trying to end the season strong here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. And I want to thank our sponsors tonight. Of course, our new media partner this season, Seattle Sports and the Seattle Sports app. Also, the Washington Officials Association, U.S. Military, Monster Energy Drink, McDaniels, Do It Best Hardware, STSPN sponsor since 2010, by the way. Les Schwab Tires of Snohomish County, Home Comfort Alliance of Snohomish and King County, Rit Handcrafted Wood, Bickford Ford, and Adrenaline Fundraising. Be sure to like and subscribe and tell a friend, because, we do this for all the sports. Be back at it in basketball before you know it, but got to get through the football playoffs first. Everett Seagulls coming into this game. My first broadcast of the Seagulls on the football side under second-year coach Mark Stewart. They came off the Battle of Broadway, took a tough loss last week, 47-7, basically a road game at home against arch rival Skade. They got a win in week 3, 20-14 over Edmonds Woodway. They took down the Warriors. Meanwhile, the Snohomish Panthers, identical record here, 1-7. as they got a win over Marysville Getchell on the road up at Marysville Tulalip Stadium, 40-21, an explosive output of points for the Panthers under seventh-year coach Joey Hammer. Both of these teams going to be mirror images in a lot of ways. Snohomish allowing 30.7 points per game. The Seagulls allowing 35.25. Seagulls points per game scored 10 points. Snohomish Panthers 12.5 points per game. Keys to this one, you got to string together a couple of scoring drives in this one. If you can get to 14 or 21 points in this contest, play some good defense, I think you can win a defensive-minded football game for either side. Seagulls to kick this off right to left as you view, and want to welcome those who are listening in perhaps on the Seattle Sports app. Try and paint the picture for everyone. Gold hats, white on white with the Navy numbers. Very Notre Dame looking, which is unusual for this Everett squad, which uses the old yellow gold. Red on red with the white hats for the Snohomish Panthers as we are underway from Veterans Memorial Stadium, taking it the 20 to the 25. Gets a seam, big hole, and tripped up at midfield. Big return there for the Panthers as that was Chase Clark, the junior, on the run. 6 seconds in, and we'll see Snohomish with the ball for the first time, fresh off their first win of the season, getting things done on the road in Marysville. Should be David Hammer out here at quarterback, and it is. Single setback behind him is Brody Strant, as we'll go 2-by-1 with a tight end to the near side as well. Snap, give. Strant tries to get the end, takes what the defense gives him, and plunges ahead for a gain of about 6. Tackle on the play by, I believe that is number 8, Maxton Gaitan. Big players to watch for the Seagulls: Sam Tracy, Connor Weiss, Anthony Myers, Delmarion Minifield, and Tobiah Ditati. Second down, and we'll call it 6. They only got a gain of about 4 on the play. Hash mark right, 2 receivers to the far side, and everybody taking their time on a chilly night here in Snohomish. Looks like tight end off to the left, perhaps. 2 receivers to the far side, pistol set for David. Hammer claps his hands, gets the snap, play fake, gonna keep it, and pays the price for it. He's finally dumped by Connor Beals for a loss on the play. Big stop there on second down. Brings up 3rd and long for this Snohomish Panther offense. They do have a deep threat or 2 out there as well, as I see Jaden Carter out in the formation along with Ronan Brown. Out to the boundary, a favorite target, Parker Jackson. Watch him perhaps on a curl from the far side. He's the farthest out wide. Drops, looks on a slant, caught at the sticks, and that should be enough for the first down, I believe, to Jaden Carter. Kind of set him up in the slot, angled him in, and got out in front of the linebackers. Watch the replay, kind of points that out. Backer showing blitz. Good blitz pickup, and then just drop that one off. Tackle made by 58, Luke Lowry. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Just being methodical and deliberate in this one. Going to be a battle of a couple of strong defenses here, as both teams looking to end the season with a win. But of course, that's not possible. Snohomish with the running play here. Big give. Brody Strant breaking tackles and breaking hearts down to about the 16-yard line. In the area on the tackle, Luke Lowry once again, and that's a big gainer. And perhaps just as important, no flags. And wrapped up initially again by Connor Beals. Ball is about the middle of the field. Plenty of action tonight that we'll get to in a moment. Your officiating crew, Doug Jewell is the referee. Stephen Gaffney, the umpire. Levi Clark, the line judge. Troy Hammersmith, head linesman. And Jared Sherman, is the back judge. Brody tries the outside and is found wanting. Thrown down among those on the stop. Charles Hingler, 6 foot 245, a player to watch on that offensive and defensive line. Fills space and forces a 1-yard loss. Tried it in sort of that D gap, popped it outside, and no, nothing doing there. Good stand by the Everett Seagulls. A couple of historic programs here as well. Of course, Everett won a couple of national championships back in the 20s, and no, I did not misspeak. Big UW connection there as well. Under 9 to play here in the first. Hammer, looks, pumps that one off incomplete. Tried to go underneath and put a little too much on it, looking once again for Jake Carter. Good defense, locking down and keeping everything in front. Connor Weiss defending on that side of the field. Everett has gone a decent chunk of time this season since their last victory back in week 3. So the folks from Colby, they're going to be for one here on the road at historic Veterans Memorial Stadium. Clock stopped, 8:43 to go. Snap and a delay handoff, and the defense knew exactly what was coming, and Brody Strant goes for a ride. Thrown backwards by Charles Hingler. 8:28 and the clock runs. And personnel change here. 4th down and 13. Good stop by Everett. And are we going to have a field goal try here? On to hold. Evan Ruiz, backup quarterback. And yeah, we're going to have ourselves a field goal try from the 19. So that would be the 26, a 36-yard attempt. Kick on the way, into the night, and it is good! What a score there! As Zachary Karami makes it 3-0. The Snohomish Panthers with the lead. Step aside for a quick break. Back after this on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Strong opening drive for the Snohomish Panthers here at home as they lead 3-0 off that 36-yard field goal by Karami. Now we'll see the Seagulls' first opportunity with the football. I mentioned there's a lot going on in WESCO 3A tonight. These are the seeding games. So 1 versus 1, North #1 Oak Harbor versus South #1 Monroe. Both of them advance. Comey to leather, and Everett will let this one go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see, both advance as well in the 2v2 games, as Cedro Woolley out of the north will take on Mountlake Terrace out of the south. And then winner advances, loser's season is effectively over. Meadowdale, the south number 5, travels to Stanwood, the number 3 out of the north. Ferndale, the north 4, at Shorewood, the south 4, and Mount Vernon, the 5 out of WESCO 3A North, travels to Shorecrest, the number 3 out of the south. And again, those last 3 games, winner moves on, loser does laundry. First look here at Everett on offense. Kai Schmidt, the sophomore quarterback. They'll run the wing T. Snap it to give first man through. Gets small and gets through. That's Ian Lorio. Wing T. There's going to be a lot of misdirection. Coach Amp's favorite phrase on this is hide the eggs. It's all about misdirection, fakes off of fakes, counters, reverses, all that sort of stuff. You got to hold your water, stay home, and know what your assignments and your keys are. Back to work. Full house backfield, wing to the near side. Snap and a delay handoff, runs into his own man and falls down. Anthony Myers. Friendly fire on that one as I think he ran into the backside of Julian Tabin, 5'10", 235. Not a lot of beef, but the size that's there is quality. 3rd down and 5. Quality size up front for the Snohomish Panthers as well. We've got 70 lining down over the football. Odin Schwabenbauer, 5'10", 210. Motion to the near side, and that's a false start. We'll blow that one dead, and I think this one's going backwards for Everett. Yep. Believe that was the wing going in forward motion when he could have gone in lateral motion, but going forward, that didn't work. Looks like we've got us a little bit of precipitation falling out there. I thought it was wind playing with a puddle out the end zone in the track, but no. Got a little passing pop-up shower here. Hope that this is the exception and not the rule for tonight because, well, just playing in the mud or playing in the splash. 3rd down and 10 after that penalty for legal procedure. Empty backfield. Drops that one off high, and it carried him out of bounds. I think they're going to say complete, but still 4th down. Catch is made by Sam Tracy. As you can see, the rain just starting to pour now. Tracy did make the catch, but he was short of the line to gain. In on the play defensively, Apollo Mason, and it's punt time now for the Everett Seagulls. In Lorio, he's actually the jammer. Sam Tracy back to punt. Good snap, steps into this one. That is a little bit of a laser beam toward the sidelines. And it will check its way out of bounds about the 42. That's some nice field position work for the Gulls.
Number 60 gift.
No, Parker Jackson is a lightning bug out there. 3-0. Everett with the lead off of the field goal early. How often do you say field goal has made the difference in a high school football game these days?
Well, let's see. What did we see? There was a game. Oh, just last week, East Lake Bothell.
Oh, tell me.
Last second, there was. They came down to 4th down. They passed it. They got 3rd down. They passed it. Still 4th down. Came in and kicked it in just the few seconds left. I think the clock actually turned 0, and they kicked the field goal and they won. I think it was like 31-21.
That's a heck of a play right there. Dump off pass complete to Brody Strand out of the backfield, and he'll slither his way ahead for a short gainer.
Yeah, shout out to East Lake Wolves. They streamed it, and they did a pretty good job.
Excellent. East Lake, that is, oh goodness, I'm drawing a blank.
East Lake Wolves?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on where they're out of. That's Eastern Kingco, right?
He does.
Shotgun back in front, in behind. Snap, give. Snap, little okey-doke move. He's got some room to the outside. And finally, what a tackle. Portland Atkins steps up as a sophomore and makes a man's play. Just leaps in. Watch number 3. When he gets around the edge, he has room, and then suddenly, bang! Looking like a Notre Dame fighting Irishman out there, making an open field tackle that maybe saved 6. And now, did we have a penalty on that play? Because everybody's marching backwards.
Oh, yeah, they're holding.
Okay.
I'll bet. I'm just guessing.
I mean, that's what it looks like from everyone's positioning out on the field.
I'm trying to see if I was looking at the pictures, like that's not as crisp as it usually is. But then I look outside and it's just dumping rain.
Oh yeah, it started as a little sprinkle, and by the time I said that, I looked at the next camera shot, and the skies have opened. Yeah, it was a hold.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah.
I bet my gutters are overflowing.
Snap, dump that one off, incomplete. Wet ball, looking for Parker Jackson over there on the sidelines, and now it's 3rd down and long. Other games in action tonight, by the way. Mariner at Cascade. That one at Everett Memorial Stadium. Lake Stevens at Arlington on the radio side of things.
That's going to be a good one. I got to pull it up and listen to it while you're talking.
Hey, I wouldn't blame you. There is a mute button on here, so Glacier Peak at Kamiak over at Goddard, and Linwood at Henry Jackson High School. That one's the Everett Memorial Stadium nightcap game.
What's Linwood's record?
I believe they are, well, still looking for win number 1. They're playing a non-competitive schedule this season since the Polk division has been dissolved.
Well, I was never in favor of the Pokes. I really liked, rest in peace, Mr. Polk, but the idea of the Polk division, that's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Procedure penalty there, and now it's 3rd down and 19 for the Panthers as they blew that one dead immediately. Do have some records and whatnot. Running play, blocker out in front, just moving the rugby pile. And whoa, nice stepping his way through. Look out, Brody Strant. Nothing between him and the green grass of the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. That is a 67-yard score. Brody Strant gets into trouble and then gets out of trouble. With a big splash play. A big lead. Watch this one. Just leaves them all behind. Snohomish extends their lead to 9-0. Extra point ending. Again, a 67-yard scamper for Brody. On for point. This is Travis Roberts. And try is no good. So, actually, that wasn't Roberts. Excuse me. That was Cortez. But we'll take a break. 9-0. Panthers in front on STSPN.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
Back to work here on STSPN. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. 9-0 Panthers with the lead off that 67-yard run by Brody Strant. Extra point was blocked. So 9-0. He'll still take the 2-score lead. Absolutely. Panthers have stiffened on defense and taken care of business. 2 possessions and 2 scores.
What was Cody's year?
Cody? Brody Strant.
Brody Strant.
That would be a senior. 5'7", 175. The kick is taken reluctantly inside the 10, and he goes backwards. That was one of those where it bounces right up to you, and Portland Atkins couldn't get away from it. It looked like it might, maybe, possibly even check its way out of bounds, which would have been a big gainer, but instead it winds up in his hands, and I think even the folks in the truck were like, okay, that one's done.
Yeah, he should have just ran from it because, let it go in the end zone. He would have had a lot better field position.
And if it goes in the end zone, you get it at the 20. If it goes out of bounds, you get it at the 35. So instead, tough row to hoe here for this wing T offense. Just want to get some yardage. Low snap, just picks it up, and on that, we'll call it a direct snap generously. Tobiah Ditati will rumble that one ahead. And oops, I made a positive play. That one snapped offline right. Parker Jackson with the tackle in the area also was Bridger Ulrich. About 4.5 left when you're playing against a wing T offense, and when the Panthers like to run the football out of that pro set, this game might not take that long. Clock stopped and timeout taken. Timeout by the officials. Oh, they're making a substitution on the far side off your screen. I think there's an equipment issue as Connor Weiss will have to check out, and a sub will check in. That is the returning Portland Atkins. He will check in and then flip the formation, stack it near side with a Genchback as well. Snap, give, trying to follow the block's interior. No, sir. That one decked and dumped. Just getting dirty was, I think that's Kobe Smith. as I don't have a number 69 on my roster. And I printed that off from WESCO Today.
WESCO Today. That sounds like a newspaper.
Well, I think it's a pregame show, but now moving the sticks. I guess he got enough for the first run on that one. So I didn't see a penalty marker, so he got enough just tunneling his way in. This is going to be hard for some folks to watch, the wing tee, if you're not old school smash mouth, 50 years ago football, because it's hard to follow. It takes discipline and training. Snap and a give. I think the first man through got it and got small, and then finally got dropped. That's Connor Weiss. They faked it, tried to make it look like they were given to Ian Lorio. So, yeah, second man through got it and got through a hole and got a good gain. I remember when my alma mater went from just the straight-up power I and implemented wing tee football, and that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to learn. And, of course, our rival implemented it the next year and did it better than we did.
Bellevue is one of the most famous teams that runs it. They just beat on you and beat on you and beat on you.
I mean, it's like when Georgia Tech or Navy, as that play is just blown up from the start. And what a play. What a sack. If I can get a name on this one. Nope, no name. We have a jersey change for Snohomish, and even the PA announcers don't seem to know who number 69 is. But he just blew the A-gap and I believe moved some humanity out of his way and wanted to hit the first man to the football. Out over the football, trying to block him up. Julian Tabin, the senior center. Shotgun now, spreading them out. Pressure comes, backside. Bang! Sacked, dropped, denied. High Tautolo, and I think that was Evan Ruiz. No, it was Parker Edwards getting in there. Everybody meet at the quarterback. Give a little credit to 44 Frederick Mark Brownfield getting in there in the backfield and throwing him for a big loss. It's now 4th down and 17 yards to go. Punting time from just shy of the goal line for the Seagulls of Everett High. Good clean snap, though. And another nice punt. Parker Jackson kind of lets it roll dead. He'll pick it up and run away from everybody. Needs another block. Tries to get around the short side edge. Spear tackled. Another big play. Connor Weiss to save yardage. Making guys miss. It's wet. It's slippery. It's cold. But a full layout there to get that saving tackle. Snohomish with a little swagger, a little momentum. 2 defensive stands, 2 offensive series, 2 scores, and a 9-0 lead with 95 ticks left in the first quarter of play. After David Hammer from the gun. Back behind him. Snap, give, Brody Sprant. That is an excellent form tackle, just getting in there, hanging on. Cashton Moore, that's a sophomore inside linebacker, just making a textbook play. And you don't normally see those in game action. It's not normally that basic.
Now, if it's swinging this heavy, I think that Arlington's going to have a hard time. Glacier beat them in the rain, and it just seemed to me like, because they're a pretty strong team. But
oh, yeah.
But the rain was really messing with them.
Yeah, it makes you one-dimensional in a lot of cases. You don't like to throw that football when it's wet and slippery and people can lose ground. Brody Strant making people lose ground. Cuts back against the grain. If he can get an extra burst, he could score. He will drive his way into the end zone. Strant makes it back-to-back. 54 yards on the ground.
Wow.
When the field gets wet, funny things happen. Strant seeking the end zone is not denied. A little innocuous play, gets a good block, but there's a flag. Oh, and just like that, I think I saw it on the replay and didn't want to say anything. I think there was a hold working against the big fella on the inside. I think Julian Tabin was just walled off. It was either a hold or a block in the back. He had a dude engaged with him. He had somebody grabbing his leg. And, yeah, I don't disagree with this.
I was all excited.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I even did a little longer replay.
Wow.
And then I looked out on the field and I said, "Does that look like a little yellow hanky out there?"
Well, just when you ran that replay, I kept my mouth shut, but I saw exactly what happened, and there were 2 red shirts just mugging a guy for Everett. Whoops. Toss crack, Strant, shifts hands, going around the edge. Little stop and start, but that time they'll hang on. Really hard to get your cleats dug in on a field like this when it rained this heavy.
Yeah, I remember when my boys played, they would change their cleats for the different type of weather.
No, it's
Because they're screw-in cleats.
Yeah, and it's a smart move out here. Groundskeepers may not love it that you're going to rip into their field or their field turf, but it's football, man. That's how that works. 2nd down and 18 after the penalty and the play, and that's going to do it for the first quarter unless Snohomish hurries. They are in no hurry, so we will hurry away to break. 9-0, Panthers with the lead and the football, but facing a 2nd and 18 who return. This is STSPN Sports, presented by Les Schwab Tires.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and you know that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else on the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Back to it here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Getting more from Les. Also presented by McDaniel's Do It Best Hardware, sponsor of these broadcasts since the very beginning, and a proud Panther backer. 3-generation business, by the way.
Yeah, just really great people.
Penalty marker flies. Pass is caught. And they are going to say that one is caught by Surdy. But that penalty thrown immediately as the quarterback hit his back foot. So some sort of shenanigans happening here. They're going to say that Surdy left early? Kind of looking through a poll here, trying to see the official. Oh, I've got a screen. That'll work.
It's going the other direction. It's going the other direction.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, it's a hold against the offense. That is declined, and they're gonna give him the completion and make it fourth down.
Yeah.
So catch is made by Mason Surdy. It'll be 4th down and long here for the Panthers around midfield. Now, this could be a roll of the dice moment for Joey Hammer. I mean, you are in that dangerous territory. You're facing 4th and 12.
4 yards. You just got to bet whether he can get 4 yards or not.
Oh, it's 4th and 12.
Oh, the
dial it down over there.
Yeah. The end marker is behind the pole.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm looking at him going, he's only got 4 yards. No, it's 12.
They'll line up for a punt. Tautolo in that short punt formation. That is a fake. It is a fake. He's going to get around the edge. He's going to rumble. He's going to stumble. He's going to get that touchdown. Open field tackle over there by Sam Tracy, but dial up the trick play, the short punt stance, and Ty Tautolo pulls the rabbit out of the hat again.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Tautolo, by the way, 6'4", 230, and just a sophomore. He's going to be a part of this program for a while.
Yeah, I can tell by his long hair. I'm always watching him. He seems to be involved in a lot of plays.
Well, he can do a lot of different things. He plays defense. He's a punter. He's a flashy wide receiver.
Well, I got to tell him, thank you for having that hair outside the helmet, because it's easy to identify him without even seeing his number.
We can find you. Full house backfield. Direct snap. Brody Strant working his way around the edge. Makes one guy miss, but the closing speed is there, and finally just sitting down and taking him with him. Good play, Cashton Moore. A little extra verbiage after that one, but either way, Cashton just grabs cloth and sits down. That wet track is sending dudes flying. Clock is running, 11 minutes to go in the first half, and Snohomish playing with house money right now for entertainment purposes only. Have to say that. Now they're going with this Wildcat again. Strant barking out signals. Then he would give to the first man through, and he will drive down to the goal line. And he is in! He is in! Touchdown, Panthers, Joseph Hoff. Do not hassle the Hoff because he just found the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. I love this unique action. Full house backfield, direct snap to your back. He just kind of plants a foot in the ground for the fake, gives it to the second man through, and nobody swims with him. Touchdown Hoff, on for point. Should be Cortez out of the hold of Ruiz. Rain just coming down in sheets. 15-0. Extra point pending. Snap, set, kick, up, and good!
Okay, here's the replay now. This
snap and a give, and he'll just kind of give a pop. He gave a pop to the linebacker, and hands on the helmet. He knew, oh, crud, I went after the wrong guy. We'll take a break. 16-0. Panthers on top at home on STSPN.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run.
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball. A walk-off two-run home run.
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
10:41 to go in the first half of play. 16-0. Panthers all over the Everett High Seagulls. Set to kick this one away. First couple of kicks have either been touchbacks or probably should have been touchbacks. See how this one goes. Hops this one. Going to hit inside the 5 and go into the end zone for another touchback. You were asking about records. I don't have the Linwood record in front of me. But looking at WESCO 3A North, Oak Harbor entering tonight, 5-1 in league, 7-1 overall in the North. Cedro 4-2, 6-2. Stanwood 4-2, 4-3. Ferndale 4-2, 4-4. So we had some tiebreaker stuff on the north side of things. Mount Vernon 2-4, 2-6. And then the two teams that didn't make it out of the north, Marysville-Getchell 1-5, 2-6. And Snohomish 1-5, 1-7. Out of the 3A North, Monroe 6-0, 7-1. Terrace 5-1, 6-2. Shorecrest and Shorewood both 3-3, 5-3. Another tiebreaker. Meadowdale rounds it out 2-4, 3-5. Quick play there on first down. Trying something different, trying to find a spark with Kai Schmidt here for Coach Mark Stewart and the Everett Seagulls. Two teams left out of the postseason out of the South. 1-5, 2-6 Edmonds Woodway, which is the team that Snohomish got its win against. And Everett, 1-5, 1-7, who beat Marysville-Getchell, the other team that was left out in the North. Confused yet? Quick play on the ground. And ran that one in there, I think, with Sam Tracy. Nope, excuse me. That was Anthony Myers for a modest gain of about a yard or so. Third down and call it 9. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half and a driving rainstorm here. And it's funny, the camera angle shows the sheets of rain, but when you kind of look up over the field from our press box vantage point, it doesn't look like it's raining that hard. Snap and a delay, sort of Utah pass give. Coming around the end, Connor Weiss, nothing there. Good stand by the Snohomish defense again. The big guys up front, led by Frederick Mark Brownfield. That'll force another punt. This Everett Seagulls squad is kind of playing on ice skates right now. 9 minutes and change left, first half. Last game of the season for both squads. just clobbers this kick, and another one that hits and rolls inside the 40 this time. Parker Jackson needs a block. Instead, he'll just do a little jump cut and have the whole team chase him. Runs out of room, and another great open field tackle by Connor Reese. Parker Jackson is hungry to just bust one as he sees two guys. Whoop! Nope, not today. Not today, my friend. And job to just plant his feet, set the hips, and deny any further yardage. Connor Weiss is a player to watch for this Everett Seagulls squad. A senior at 5'6", 140. He plays outside backer. See what look we go with here. Still going to be David Hammer in front of Brody Strant. 7-7 your score. Arlington hosting Lake Stevens. Quarterback keeps it himself. Looks like.
Quarterback keeper on the left side.
Interesting fake there. That comes across, low snap, and just does what he can with it. David Hammer rams it up in there and winds up giving a piggyback ride to the 245-pound Charles Pingler. At about 3, could have been a whole lot worse in the pouring rain. 16-0. Panthers with the lead here. And 7-7, Lake Stevens at Arlington. Pistol set. Stops. That's complete. Carter, and then, he will slip and fall and rolls towards the 30. That wasn't the turf monster. That was the puddle monster. Got Carter. Gets his hips set and then gets a little out over his feet and tumbles to the ground. Penalty marker down. I missed that one. This one appears to be against the Snohomish Panthers. Looks like the official on the far side is saying that's a spot foul. So this one may not be back as far as Snohomish seems to think. Clock stop, just under 8 minutes to play here. Broadcast is brought to you in part by Bickford Ford, Grit Handcrafted Wood, Home Comfort Alliance, and Monster Energy Drink. I believe that those may be on sale once again at some of your local grocery stores, so I may have to pick up a few on the drive back home. Wildcat again, Brody Strant. Sets Tautolo in motion, has him as a lead blocker, whips around the end, cuts into the second level. Just a couple men to beat, but he got tangled up with one of his downfield linemen. That's no good deed goes unpunished, as Jason Marshall was trying to get upfield to block for his guy and didn't get out of the way. Whips around the edge and, had to avoid his own blocker, friendly fire, and another penalty marker down. And also we've got an injury on the play. Sitting up is Luke Lowry for Everett. So they're talking to him, checking him out. If he's sitting up, that is a good sign. But now everybody getting a knee. And now it looks like Snohomish is going to clear the field. 7:41 to go in the first half. Here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. I didn't see anything that happened, and we also have a flag to unstack as well. That's probably going to be either a hold or a block in the back. They've got a lot to contend with here on this play as everything stops. Trainer just having a conversation, and I believe somebody's working on the lower body, or perhaps the right arm. So let's take a quick stoppage here. Let's step aside for a break. Back after this here on STSPN.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover.
Back here on STSPN in the driving rain. Penalty against the Snohomish Panthers on that big run. Brody Strant got out in space after they unstacked everything. Injured player leaves of his own volition, Luke Lowry. And so now facing a 2nd and 23. Hammer under center. Snap, play fake, pressure in his face, steps up, slings it to the sideline. That one incomplete. Looking for Ronan Brown. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 23 with 7:19 to go in the first half of play. Of course, there's a lot more at stake than just the win in this one because these guys are trying to be the adrenaline fundraising player of the game, take home that shirt, and they'll bring home a Grit handcrafted wood proud parent shirt for their parents as well. Snohomish.
There we go.
Welcome back.
I pushed the wrong buttons.
Got to be careful with those blinking lights over there. 3rd and 23 for the Panthers. David slings that one for Strand. It was a little bit more difficult than it should have been. And Brody will bat it back to himself, run through some traffic, and make this one interesting at least. It'll be about 4th down and I'll say 8.
Did you say Brody was a sophomore?
He's a senior.
Senior.
Brody Strant, 5'7", 175, and a senior. Other seniors on this team include Mason Surdy, number 3. Parker Jackson, number 6. Seth Aboud, number 11. Big defensive standout as well. And
I didn't even think about it. Tonight, it would be their last game as seniors. I wonder if they're going to, we might not even be able to get a hold of them.
That is a
they usually
concern.
go in the locker room and they have their team heart to heart.
Fair enough. We'll see what we can do. Hard count to try and get the Everett side to jump off sides. And now they called delay a game against the Snohomish Panthers. And so instead of facing 4th and 9, they'll face 4th and 14 and punt. I think I would take that trade-off any day of the week. So out will come Ty Tautolo. They're going to talk about this. The last time he touched the football, he faked it and converted a 4th and long. I would be shocked if they went to the well again.
Yeah, they're going to want to hold on to the 16 points.
16-0. Panthers in front. Snap. Kick. That one is just bludgeoned into the end zone. And out the back of it for a touchback. Out kicking your coverage, perhaps. I may or may not have been accused of doing that. 6:08 to go, quarter number 2. Those who know, know.
I was listening to an interview with, I think it might have been one of the Mannings, the younger Manning. He said, I played everywhere, but the best time I had was playing in front of my friends under the lights.
Friday Night Lights. That's why you've got such great hits as Boys of Fall.
Yeah.
I've never played a snap and it raises the hair on the back of my neck.
Isn't that true?
Every word of it. Especially the part about me not playing football. Under center is Schmidt. And he will give to the first man through, who runs into a stone wall. Gets tackled by 3 defenders for Snohomish.
Is that because they don't make glasses that fit under the helmet for you?
I actually didn't come out. But there is a great photo of me after a game in high school where I'm wearing someone's helmet with my Coke bottle glasses visible.
I just can't resist that. I am just not the standard sidekick because I'm always pointing things out today.
Well, you have to point them out. I can't see them. Penalty on that play as well will march the Seagulls backwards. And this just makes it that much harder. You've got the rain. You're down 2 scores. You're on the road in hostile territory. It's colder than get out there. And you're running the wing T. Snap and a give. That time they surged ahead. Solid gain that time for Ian Lorio. So direct snap actually to Lorio. They went Wildcat from the wing T. I don't know that I've seen that one before. And the call barked in to William Tabin, the center. Also out there, Riley Morris for the Seagulls. Quarterback is where he's supposed to be, Kai Schmidt. He will give that one delay handoff. Rumbling, stumbling, and bumbling is Lorio. Tackled on the play by Garrett Gunnarsson. This is just old school smash mouth, hit him in the mouth, backyard football in the rain as we drop under 5 minutes to play in the first half. I'm playing a scores for you as we get into the second half of action here. I don't even really want to check because the game is 43 minutes old in real time and we're staring down the barrel of halftime. That's what happens when you run football. Coach Amp is a very happy camper. Hold on, 26 fire. Snap, fake, trying to boot around the edge, dumps that one off, incomplete on the sidelines. Defending on the play was Apollo Mason once again. Defensive stud having himself a night. 2 big pass breakups already, and we've still got 4.5 left in the second quarter. 4th down and 7. This Snohomish defense, I don't think they've given up the 30-yard line. And that's not picking on Everett. That's just cold, hard facts. I don't think they've allowed the Seagulls to get past the 30. On to punt again. Running a late guy on in Narinder Chana. 6 foot 250 at a junior. Right out of the gate. And he will kick that one straight up the chimney. Look out, folks. That one will carry him down the wet track. You saw a flag. There was a whole lot going wrong on that play. And this is a special team unit for Everett that's had itself a really good first half. Everything went wrong on that play. Officials are talking out here. That ball, illegal shift on the kicking team. They decline it. Oh, they can. Apparently, it is Snohomish football with incredible field position. Yeah, they declined the penalty. Brody Scrant out there. We've got some personnel changing as defensive stud Frederick Mark Brownfield will come in. I think he'll play a fullback or maybe like a tight end bench back kind of spot. More bodies flying into the play here. Joseph Hoff back out there. They will go Wild Scrant with this. Bennett out there is the other back wearing number 4. 4 in the backfield. Nobody out as a wide receiver. Scrant just kind of trucks it himself. Look out. Bye, Brody. Brody Scrant scampers for 25 yards. Christmas came early to Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium. Touchdown, Panthers. Scrant, 25. Direct snap, fakes it. They go with the first man through. He just has to get around the edge, and that's a track meet. No way that Atkins can catch him for 85 yards, give him 6. And on for point once again in Cortez. 4:21 left, but the Panthers trying to put this one away. This is still the first half. 4 minutes left. 4:21 left in the first half. Snap, set, kick, low line driver, up and good! 23-0. Snohomish Panthers putting on a clinic in the first half on STSPN.
Right there, he peels out. Hammer tries to throw in the middle. Falls down. Does he catch it? Dylan catches it! Oh, no! It goes in. Does he get there? I think he's right in front of the line. Not quite in.
Got it. Takes the hand
up. Now rolls to the right. Still rolling. Still being chased. Now heads upfield. Goes around a man at the 40. Down to 35. Heads infield at the 30. Now he's down to the 20. You got to be kidding me. He's down to the 15. Almost down. He's to the 10-yard line.
Back to work. Little squib kick. Takes a high hop. That's trouble. And it's a wet track, and Snohomish will chase that one out of bounds. Making a full layout attempt is Hudson Reynolds, but it is just sloppy out there. I think the rain has stopped for now, but it rained plenty in the first chunk of this first half. Looks like somebody took a fire hose and just sprayed everything down. 23-0. Snohomish Panthers with the lead in this one. Camp Harrell here with you. Todd Elvig alongside. I was going to check for scores, but then I realized I don't actually remember where my phone is. Check for scores probably as we get a little closer to halftime. Now, timeout on the field. Did you see a timeout get called? Well, we'll step aside for a break anyway. 23-0 Snohomish on STSPN. Timeout. Back to work go the Seagulls. Direct snap and hit immediately and driven down. Excellent tackle and basically saying, that was me. I did that. Big 24 Luke Sage with an immediate stop on Ian Lorio. Bentley Matson threw interception over in the Lake Stevens game. Big stand for the Arlington Eagles to get that takeaway. On a tie game last I heard at 7-7.
No longer.
Oh.
Arlington just went ahead.
Oh, wow. Arlington shocking the world right now in the first half.
14-7 Arlington. 90 seconds left to play.
First half. Lorio just dragging defenders. That is a big game for the Everett Seagulls. And now out across the 40 for the first time in this contest. To get my scoreboard to score to show itself. Max Preps is letting me down. 3:22 and the clock runs.
Did you get in trouble with that last week?
Well, I did, but I've learned my lesson to check the actual running scoreboard updater, because when you update things, as now we've got another stoppage, when the reporter at the game updates the score, it's like a tweet. It gives a record of it.
Oh, I see.
And so if all of a sudden this game goes from being 23-0 Seagulls to, or excuse me, 23-0 Panthers to 70-23 Everett on top, well, that's a little suspect, just a bit. 23-0. Panthers in front, and now we'll blow this one dead as well as Lorio on the carry.
The scores are only as good as the people that enter them.
Exactly. Looks like the rain has begun once again. Lighter than it was before. Now we will stop things. I need to stop the clock, apparently. Are we having a clock issue? Oh, they had to reset the clock to 3:05. Now we're ready to go. Now it's a snap to Lorio. He will get hit once and evade that one, and then get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. I think that was 64, perhaps? No, it's 46, I think, getting back there. Call that Carter Cobb. 2:44, and the clock bleeds. Second down and 16 yards to go after the penalty was marked off earlier for a false start. Center, snap, give, first man through, and just trying to get that outside with Lorio. This has been a diet of all Lorio, whether he gets a direct snap or whether Kai Schmidt hands it off to him. And the folks up front just trying to deny. And now Snohomish will call a timeout. They want to get this thing back with some time left in the first half. 23-0, facing a 3rd and 14 when we return here on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back to work here. Glad to have McDaniel's Do It Center sponsoring our broadcast from day one. Also happy to be a part of the Seattle Sports app, so you can take us with you wherever you go.
And boy, we're hoping we do basketball for them. It'll be 60 games.
That would be fun. Little pitch and catch down the sideline. Incomplete. What a pass breakup over there. Looking for Sam Tracy, but in on the stop, Chase Clark said, no, sir.
That could have gone either way. That could have been a little pass interference on either side there because they were both just tangled up trying to get it.
Yeah, they both wanted a shot at the football. And instead, it's just going to be 4th down and 14 to go. Clock stop, 2:04 to go in the first half. Panthers want this football again. They've got 2 timeouts left. High snap, drifting backwards, and that one just clubbed off the side of his foot and out of bounds. He avoided the block, but Sam Tracy couldn't get that one far enough upfield. He felt the heat and had to get rid of it. Last time that the Panthers had the football in a situation like this, didn't take long before number 9 found the end zone. Snohomish defense. What was that? Snohomish defense.
Kamiak is leading Glacier Peak 14-0.
Where did you see or hear that?
Tom Lafferty.
Okay, then that one has been triple checked for authenticity. Kamiak, watch out and break up the Knights. Sling pass out of the backfield. Swing pass, if you will. And Strant breaks tackles and finally gets thrown to the ground. Good break up there by Adkins. Unbelievable scores coming in.
Arlington beating Lake Stevens and Kamiak beating Glacier Peak. That just is,
yeah. That's why you play the games on Friday nights, my friend. 94 seconds left in the first half. Snohomish looking to string together back-to-back wins. Dumped it off. Parker Jackson breaks a tackle, penalty marker down, sprints into the end zone, touchdown if it stands. That's thrown in the area of a hold. So I would be shocked if it did stand.
Masson just threw another interception.
Oh my goodness. Elsewhere, we don't especially care about this, but Puyallup beat number 11 Yelm 28-17. Cascade over Mariner 55-20 a final. Trying to see if there's anything else I can see here. Looks like Cedro defeated Mount Lake Terrace 40-0. That one marked back on the hold. First down and 20. Looks like Oak Harbor with a 28-21 lead over Monroe. And Sultan being shut out by Foster 18-0 at the home of the Turks. I need to look into this score and make sure this is accurate. Yeah, halftime score, Graham Kaphausen and Sumner, 3-3 at the half.
Wow, that's just got to be a slugfest.
Low snap, David airs this one out, incomplete, looking for Parker Jackson. Looks like both Sumner and GK have been playing tough on defense. They've been moving the ball well, but have had drives stall out. But that's tough. Sumner turned it over on down. Sumner comes into this game 7-1. GK is 6-2.
Well, Glacier Peak is 4-1, and Kamiak is 2-3.
Yeah, GP 7-1 overall, 4-1 in league. That one dropped off for Parker Jackson, and he tries to surge it upfield. Gets a decent little chunk of yardage there. That'll bring up 3rd and medium, I believe. Do not have any updates, but big rivalry game, 7-1 Interlake, also out of Bellevue area, at 7-0 Bellevue. No score from that one just yet. Yeah, I'm showing 14-7 Arlington over Lake Stevens. Check out everywhere. Down in 15, David gets around to the edge, tries to pump, and just surges his way ahead, and he's going to pick up about 5 and bring up 4th down and 15 or so, or 4th down and 10 or so. Tried to get the edge, good little block, and he just has to eat it. Oh, he actually got a little farther upfield than I thought. And they're going to say he went out of bounds before where I saw. So 4th down and 11. And I think in this situation, you kind of have to go for it with 32 seconds left. Apologize, I got caught scoreboard watching and forgot the situation of the game. 32 seconds left for those listening and not watching on the app. Shotgun. Drops. Pressure in his face. Airs that one out. Incomplete. To avoid the sack, looking for Parker Jackson, but he was step for step covered by Sam Tracy, and it was overthrown. Turnover on downs with 27 seconds left in the first half. And so now Everett will have another chance at it here, down 23-0, but with 27 seconds left in the first half, and they'll get the football coming out of the locker room. Wouldn't even be that shocking if they just, took a knee and said, no, we'll try it again in 20 minutes.
I think with the score the way it is, they should take a couple shots downfield.
They should. I'm just saying it wouldn't be the most shocking thing I've seen if they played a little more conservatively. Under center, single setback. Receiver out to the far side. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll go again with Lorio. And they have 2 timeouts if they need them.
They're going to just go in and get warmed up.
Yeah, it is cold. It is wet. That is the worst kind of cold, a wet cold. And they'll warm up, maybe have some cup of noodles in the concession stand, which is not a joke, by the way. Brilliant marketing move to sell a cup of noodle on a night like tonight. We'll have some time to watch some highlights and check some scores. When we come back, second half action. It's the Snohomish Panthers looking to win 2 in a row, leading 23-0 over Everett at Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium. Back after this on STSPN.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike 3, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off 2-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back. Hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us. To the blood. To the sweat. And the broken bones. Cue rehab. We'd never quit. We'd never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Ready? Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
The future is threatened by enemies often unrelenting, unexpected, and unpredictable. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical.
Enemy drone down.
Because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater.
Sending coordinates now.
When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off two-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
Time here from Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium as the Snohomish Panthers have the lead 23-0 over the Everett Seagulls. You're watching replays of the impact plays of the first half as the Panthers built that 23-0 lead. And you're listening to, of course, the Snohomish Panther Marching Band. Not doing a lot of marching, but still keeping the fans here, well, warm and entertained. Halftime festivities about 8 minutes or so away from being over with, and we'll have the second half call for you right here on STSPN. But for now, enjoy the band and enjoy the replays and highlights here on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Full practice, Witch Doctor requesting immediate hot extract.
Here on the team, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off two-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
Williams up to the far right. Here's Lane. He's going to get it back. Corey Chiefs going on his feet into Panther territory down to the 42.
back here on STSPN, coming out of halftime, 23-0. Panthers over the Seagulls. Seagulls just now making their way out of the locker room for warm-ups. And you saw all the highlights. You saw all the best plays of the first half. This has been a dominant first half for the Snohomish Panthers as they set the tone with the defense as the broadcaster, and were able to flex some muscle and take care of business offensively with some short fields as well. Everett has made it past their own 40 all of one time, best I can tell. Got some interesting scores going on around the state in the late stages here. Kennedy Catholic, regular playoff powerhouse. Lake Stevens has faced off with them in recent years. Catholic has the lead 55-3 on the road at Mount Rainier. Rainier hit a field goal just before half, 25-yarder. Otherwise, it was a 55-0 romp by the Lancers at Kennedy Catholic. We also have a halftime score from the radio game tonight, that being Lake Stevens trailing at Arlington. Your score in that one, 14-7. A couple of picks thrown by Lake Stevens as well. Unusual there, but Arlington has come to play. Kings High with a 6-0 lead, quarter 2 over Granite Falls. And we don't have a score yet from Mount Vernon Shorecrest, but believe that we did have one from Oak Harbor and Monroe earlier. GK and Sumner in a battle of top 10 teams, 3-3. That one start of the third quarter of play. And again, the game that we're watching right now, 23-0. The Snohomish Panthers holding serve here at home. Now, Anna Cordes with a big lick up against a familiar and established powerhouse here in Snohomish County. We're to playoffs. We're basically to playoffs. This is a seeding game, or this is the round of seeding games in 3A. Those crossover games to figure out who plays who in the next round. 4A is just waiting for that field of 32 to get set with Lake Stevens, with Arlington. So still plenty of ball left to be played. Here tonight, though, the fifth place teams in WESCO 3A doing battle, and one of them is going to end the season with a win. If it's Snohomish, if this score holds up, Snohomish will end the season on a 2-game winning streak. And that's a nice way to, look to next year. Snohomish coming out of the locker room, playing loose. They're fired up. If you're Everett, you've got some corrections to make. And quite frankly, I think they've got to get a little more creative with their offense, or they've got to hold their blocks a little longer, open up some lanes for these running backs. It's been a very flat, one-dimensional type of game for the offense, for the blue and gold. And defensively, they got to get the towel. And I don't mean throw in the towel. I mean they got to dry off. They've got to figure out a way to grab cloth and sit down. They're finally finishing off some of these tackles, but it's after a 20-yard, 30-yard, 40-yard run that they have one of their studs just come up and practically body slam a red-clad Panther. They've got to get those in the backfield, or at the very least at the line of scrimmage, meet them at the point of attack and prevent the extra yardage. Not the yards after catch, the yards after contact. Because we're knocking on the door of mercy rule territory. Yeah, they don't have to give up too many more scores before this game gets over in a hurry. And we're going to see that around the league with a lot of these 40 and 50-point advantages that, you'll get the rest of the night off, boys. Snohomish looking to get a defensive stop here and move closer and closer to that mercy rule themselves. Sort of a squib kick, and that one will go out of bounds. And that is locker room coaching. That is telling your boys, you stay the heck away from that football if that's going to go out of bounds. So they'll get this one at the 35, they being the Everett Seagulls. And let's see what the Navy and Gold has in store for the Panthers here. We'll see their star quarterback, Kai Schmidt. They got their big win back in week 3. And just trying to put some things together here on the road against a fellow 5 seed coming out of WESCO 3A. under center. Schmidt, single setback behind him. Give on an end around, hit immediately and falls backwards. Cortez in on the stop, along with Odin Schwabenbauer. Schwab has really just pinched up and been the first man to the football a couple of times today. This is a huge game for these seniors, for these parents. It's wet, it's cold, it's gross. And for a lot of folks, this is the last time a buckle on that chin strap. I think that was a direct snap that time to Ian Loriot. He'll follow his blockers and rugby plunge his way forward. And scoreboard says 3rd and 8. Parker Jackson cleaned that one up. I'll go 3rd and 9. Subs will check in as Farlow will check out. I think into the game goes Carter Cobb, perhaps. Under 11 to play in the 3rd. Whistles will blow this play dead. Sounds like a false start. Let's see. Broadcast, of course, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Get more from less. Procedure penalty, so I think I was right on that one. Makes it 3rd down and 13. So we'll do it all over again. Broadcast is also brought to you by Grit Handcrafted Wood, Bickford Ford, Adrenaline Fundraising, and Home Comfort Alliance of Snohomish and King Counties. From the gun, looking empty, going to float this one up into traffic. Jump ball incomplete. Trying to high point it for Sam Tracy. It goes incomplete from Schmidt, and they'll bring up 4th down and another punt upcoming. Another great stand by the Snohomish Panther defense. SHS just doing what they have to do to win the battle at the line of scrimmage, because they feel like if they force Schmidt to throw that football, that's advantage check, and check plus for the red, black, and white. 10:47, clock stopped. Quarter number 3, and that one's another decent punt. It's going to knife out of bounds and head towards the fence over there. So plus territory again for the Snohomish Panthers. And they've worked well with a short field. 36-yard field goal for Karami to start this one off on the opening drive. 67-yard run for Strant. About a 20-yard run or so for Hoff. And then another 25-yard run for Strant. He had another touchdown run called back on a hold. Otherwise, it would be a 3-score night for Brody Strant, the senior. From the 32 is where they will spot it. Pistol set. David, Strant right in behind him. That one will roll up to him. Dump that one off. Complete. Flip the hips and plenty of room. Cutting back, and that'll be a score. Touchdown, Snohomish Panthers. You could tell that one early on. Chase Clark finds the end zone and may well have put this thing out of reach. It's 29-0, extra point pending. Chase Clark. That's one you learn by playing Madden. You can run side to side faster than he can stop, pivot, change, etc. Oh, did they call that one back as well? And they did. I was too busy diagramming that one and celebrating the victory, and, well, penalty marker again, and that's another thing that this coaching staff can work on down the stretch here. A couple of penalties have negated big scoring plays for the Panthers. Still 23-0. And it will bring up, I believe that's going to be 1st down at, well, that's interesting. The penalty is moving it. Okay, the penalty is going to be before the play, and they're going to mark it at the 15? That's unusual. So, penalty against Everett, but no touchdown. Give, Strant, and he is smothered and stopped. I missed that explanation. Tackle made by Maxton Gaitan. And it'll bring up 2nd down and call it about 8.5. That's an unusual one. You don't get the touchdown, but you do wind up getting 15 yards. Okay. Under 10 to play in quarter number 3. Looks like Lake Stevens has come back and tied that game up. Went with a Wildcat and ran counter to Strant. Off on the carry. Strant will get the snap here and then gives to gives to Titolo on the end around. 9:30 and the clock continues to bleed. 3rd down and 7. I thought we were running a replay, and it was actually just a quick hitter there. Good work by our camera folks and the guys in the truck to be ahead of the broadcaster. 9:12. Tick, tick, tick. Wildcat again with Strant. And he will go with the pop pass over the top. Caught for a touchdown. Luke Sage. Reward the fella. Luke Sage. The little jump pass. Fake, step, set, throw. Wide open. Only one defender in the area, and he'll find Sage for 6. That is a thing of beauty. How do you stop that if you're the Seagulls? No flags that time, and on for point Cortez. Had one blocked earlier. 29-0, extra point. Out of the hold of Ruiz. That's something you're not going to typically see on the box score. The running back with the pass for a touchdown. Kick is up and good. Cortez bangs it through. It is 30-0. Panthers with a huge lead. 9:05 to go in the 3rd on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back to it here on STSPN. Panthers trying to run away and hide, taking on the Everett Seagulls. 30-0. Panthers on top. 9:05 to go in the 3rd. Just a big drive punctuated by a Brody Strant passing touchdown, as that one will also skip out of bounds. There's the penalty. Another flag just for funsies. That will put it at the 35 for the Everett Seagulls. But yeah, Strant goes into that Wildcat formation, and he either runs it or he gives it to someone running an end around usually. That time he faked the end around and then threw just a jump pass, very Tim Tebow-esque, to the back of the end zone to Sage, who was wide open all alone, knitting a sweater in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, an extra point, makes it 30-0 Snohomish High. Elsewhere in WESCO football, 14-all. Lake Stevens has come back and tied it up on the road at Arlington. The Eagles have picked off the Vikings twice in the first half. Looks like GP score coming in here. Kamiak's lead has been trimmed to 14-7 now. GP staring down that double-digit score. After that initial play went backwards. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. For the Seagulls of Everett. Little trap play inside there. Late extracurriculars. I thought the ball might have come out. It did not. Ian Lorio just rams it up in there, but a good sell by the quarterback Schmidt to try and fake like he was going to do a delay draw. It's not pretty, but that's not what the wing T is supposed to be. It's supposed to be misdirection, confusion, and just run the ball, keep the clock moving, shorten the game. that hasn't worked out so well so far for Everett. Penalty marker on that incompletion. That's going to be a defensive pass interference and a fresh first down for the Everett Seagulls. What was that score update there?
14-14 should be. Yeah.
So GP has now come all the way back and tied that up, 14-all against the Kamiak Knights. Now things are getting interesting here in the second half as Arlington led Lake Stevens, now it's tied, and Kamiak led GP, and now it's tied. A lot of scoreboard watching going on here in week number 9. Playoffs start in earnest next week. After that pass interference play, or pass interference call. Oh, are they going to call this one against? Okay, they're going to march it off. Both sides are guilty of infractions. So there was a minor penalty against the Seagulls, and then Everett will benefit from a pass interference penalty and now a first down. Washington Officials Association, proud to sponsor our STSPN broadcasts, and they're always looking for more officials, especially as we get closer to basketball season. Please. Little run once again by Loriot, as I am staring straight through a pole now. I believe he gained about a foot. Second down, and we'll call it 10. Under 8 to play in the third quarter. Hash mark left. So yeah, I've gotten to rely on the video quite a bit because I know people are usually watching us on YouTube. I have to remember there are people who are just listening on the Seattle Sports app. I've got to paint the picture. Full house backfield, snap and a give, Loriot. And that time he'll follow his blockers and swim ahead. Cortez with a tackle after a gain of about 4. Did a good job to bang that one into the B gap, left side. Kind of tried to pop it outside. Not a whole lot there. Cortez sets the edge. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. If you're just joining us, Lake Stevens came back and tied things up on the road at Arlington, despite a couple of first-half picks by the stud quarterback for the Vikings. GP trailed against Kamiak, and they've tied it up. Give again, Loriot. See, that's what doesn't work about this offense, is if you're going to keep giving it to 22, there's no misdirection. Just everybody piles on the big fella. 6:30 in the clock runs. Fourth down and 3. Actually, I don't see 3. I see fourth down at about 5.5. There we go. Scoreboard adjusts to me, and away we'll go. Fourth down. They're going to go for it here from the plus 43. Farthest incursion into enemy territory yet for the Seagulls. Snap, give, Loriot, big hole, and he will surge ahead and get the first down and go out of bounds. Nice big gainer and move the sticks for the Everett Seagulls. And yeah, just second, third level. Just patient running by Ian Loriot. 5'7", 140, and a junior. Subs for the Snohomish defense. On will go Parker Edwards. Off comes not Apollo Mason. Perhaps Bridger Ulrich. Snap, give, little stop and start, and Loriot will surge ahead. Snohomish poking at that football. Could not quite rip that one free, but now they're ripping off bigger chunks of yardage. That's a nice gain, following behind the block of Anthony Myers, who then had to find somebody else to go hit. Good surge, gain of about 4. Everett does not want to get shut out in this one on the road. 5:30 to go, trailing 30-0 in the third quarter. Snap, hesitation, new ball carrier, and he will fall forward and come up just short of the first down. On that carry was Myers. See, this is a different look as he will come from that tailback spot and just get it going forward and just knifes it through. Everything has come from that left fullback spot. And now as we drop under 5 to play in the third, Big threat here from Everett. Snap. Give. First man through. And he is hit at the point of attack and driven backwards. Talk about motivation. Believe that was, well, can't see. That may have been big number 20, Apollo Mason, sticking his nose in there. Could have been Ty Tautolo trying to deny the first down. They did not. Good conversion again by the Seagulls. This has been by far Everett's best drive of the game. But chewing up clock. Under center, Schmidt gives. Lorio, left side, tackled from behind by Cortez. They'll stop him there just across the 20-yard line. Officials holding up play for a moment, but the clock still runs. 4:06. Tick, tick, tick. Everett just content to run their offense, move the football, gain some momentum. They still have the fourth quarter as well, but they're in a 30-0 hole. And that wing tee set. Snap. Give, little trickeration that time. No, sir! Ty Tautolo stares the man down, looking like Predator out there on the day after Halloween. Just shook through. Oh, that was... Can we get that again? Can I get that replay one more time, please, in the truck? Just watch. He just sheds this dude. Just, there's the block. No, it's not mine. Bye. And then grabs cloth and throws him down. That is a clinic put on by number 19. My apologies to those who don't have the benefit of video replay. Ball on the ground. Little miscommunication on what looked like a direct snap. It didn't go to the quarterback, and just falling on the grenade and perhaps saving the possession, Ian Lorio. But was that on fourth down? Oh, I think that was third down. Okay. The crowd sees fourth down and gets a little rowdy. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. And if this drive stalls here without any kind of points for the Seagulls, then it's going to be a long bus ride. Whether they decide to go 9 or 2, or, well, they got to go 2. So it would be unpleasant, to say the least. Fade to the end zone. Tipped up and intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. And a chance to run this one back. He will get tripped up and stopped by Riley Morris. But what a takeaway. Chase Clark. He had a touchdown taken off the board. And instead, on a tipped ball drill, he does provide that sucker punch, if you will, right to the gut of Everett. They nudged it inside the 20-yard line. They went for it all on fourth down and instead turned the football over. Heartbreak for the blue and gold. And the Panthers come out over the football. Under center this time. David Hammer. David on a little toss. Brody Strant has some room to the outside, hesitates, picks his lane, and gets ridden down near the first down marker. Good run by Strant. Blocked up well. Oh, nice lick laid there. Safety first as well for Nolan Powers. But penalty marker down. Looks like a hold against Snohomish again. 1st and 10 will now likely be 1st and 20. 2:17, clock stopped with the penalty. We'll try and keep an eye on these other scores because I know there are folks who are interested. I've got a halftime score. Actually, I've got a third quarter score. We're tied. Oak Harbor and Monroe, 28 all with about 7 minutes left in the third. Rolling, dumping that one off. Pass is complete. That's the Ginchback. That's the tight end. And the folks here getting a little rowdy as Carter Cobb makes the grab. Just a little safety valve sitting down behind the linebackers. You love it when... I heard Ranch, I believe. I'm going to have to double check and see who that was. 46, a new number as well here. Last game of the season. He's lined down as a tight end. Snap, give. Brody Strant starts, then stops, then starts again, and surges ahead for another first down. Out to just shy of midfield. 1st and 10 Panthers. Chain gang will have to keep up with 94 seconds left. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll mark it at the 46. And it's 90 seconds left in the third, 30-0. All Panthers tonight. And I mean that, all. Bold it, bullet point it, 5 exclamation points. Snohomish has played dominant football for the first 3 quarters of this contest. From the gun, David Hammer, Strant behind him. 1 by 3, the formation. Swing pass out of the backfield, Strant. Back pedals, then okey-dokes, and wiggles his way past a wave of white shirts into the second level. He gets the first down. Penalty marker downfield. That looks more like a block in the back, but just wiggles past the first guy, shimmy shakes past about 3 more, and there's the penalty flag. Let's see. Almost looked like it could have been a face mask. Personal foul face mask. Hey, I'm pretty good at this sometimes. Yeah, just when it's thrown that far downfield, it's not necessarily going to be a hold. It's not as automatic as if it's on a running play and it's thrown behind the play. But somebody grabbed the face mask, and, it was one of the tacklers there, went over the top, and that was the grab and pull. That was the personal foul variety, so this is going to hurt a lot for Everett. Just about flipped the field. Line of scrimmage is now the 26-yard line, positive territory. As Snohomish moving right to left as you listen. Approaching 40 seconds to play. Single setback is Strant. Toss, left side. Has blockers out there, has the numbers, but a good recovery by the Everett Seagulls to take care of business and deny on that play. Good gainer. Clock stopped, 30 seconds left. I don't really know why the clock is stopped because he didn't go out of bounds, but okay. Oh, he did pick up the first down. Kind of at that weird angle where I couldn't quite tell if that was a 9-yarder or a 15-yard run. Ball rests at the 16, and now the clock runs. About 15 seconds left. This more than likely will be the last play of the quarter unless it's an incomplete pass. Under 10 seconds. Fires that one out. A little okey-doke again by Clark. And then he is clotheslined and taken down. Good stop by Connor Weiss once again. And that will bring us to the end of quarter number 3. Snohomish trying to put this thing away. Fourth quarter when we return. Snohomish Panthers 30. Everett Seagulls nothing on STSPN.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike 3, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off 2-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Back to work here on STSPN. Got a scoreboard update here. It's 30-0 Snohomish Panthers. In Monroe, Oak Harbor leads 35-28 over Monroe in another one of those crossover games. It's a heck of a contest there, 35-28. Folks in the truck are keeping track of everything with, well, the Arlington Lake Stevens game and the GP Kamiak game. Both going back and forth. Second down, 5 yards to go from the 12. Quick strike near side. Parker Jackson needs a block, and the sideline becomes the 12th defender. Stops him short of the goal line. Depends where he went out of bounds. Did he pick up the first? I don't think so. They're going to say 3rd down and 2 yards to go from the 9. I like the play design, and they had blockers, but good job to hold your water by the Everett Seagulls because they didn't have to make a huge play. They just had to occupy space and force him to the boundary. 5 seconds gone by. Final frame here. 30-0. Snohomish with the lead and wanting more. Under center, David Hammer. Offset eye to the left behind him. Snap. Give. Strant has the edge. He's got a mash. He will run for the pylon. Penalty marker down behind the play. He'll get the touchdown, but let's see if it stands. He saw it exactly as I did. When he gets to that edge, he just sees green grass and, oh, I got this. Mine. But the penalty marker in the backfield will go against the Panthers, and we'll have it to do all over again. Arlington surges back in front. It was 14-7. It was 14-all. Now it is 21-14. Arlington Eagles never say die at home in the Eagles Nest against the Lake Stevens Vikings, the defending back-to-back state champions. They already have 2 losses on the year, but they were against really good competition. So they are still the team to beat in 4A. Arlington trying to make a statement. 30-0. 3rd down and 12 for Snohomish from the 20-yard line. Lobs that one incomplete, intended for Brown. And so now with 4th down from the 19, do you go for a long field goal here? Looks like they will. And so that would be 38. 38-yard try. The kicker is Zachary Karami. He had a 35-yarder earlier. This one, I believe, from 38. Out of the hold of Ruiz. 11:41 left. Kick on the way is good! Crawls it over the crossbar. He's hit from 36. He's hit from 38. It's 33-0. Snohomish Panthers with the lead as he drives it through, and that will drive us to a break. Back after this, 11:41 in the 4th, STSPN.
1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Back to action here on STSPN. 11:41 to go. Nearly the mercy rule here. 33-0. Snohomish Panthers with the lead. They got 3 when they wanted 6. But Seagulls moved the ball very well. Got it inside goal to go, or inside the red zone, I should say. And threw a 4th down jump ball to the pylon, and it was picked off. Helped out by a couple of costly penalties. Snohomish is able to take it the length of the field, but settle for 3. Karami with a couple of 30-plus yard field goals in this one. Not a kick out of bounds, but that could be trouble and is, as Mason Surdy goes hunting on special teams. Surdy in the area, as well as Jadon Rutledge tracking down Portland Adkins. You will go no further. Got scoreboard updates. Glacier Peak leads Kamiak now 21-14, and Arlington leads Lake Stevens 21-14. Here it's 33-0 Snohomish. Whoa. Arlington with their third interception of Lake Stevens in this one. It's a pick six, and that will make it 27-14, extra point pending. Arlington trying to put this one away. No gain on that play for the Everett Seagulls here, as the rain has begun once again, I think. I actually thought we were going to get through the rest of this game dry. Looked kind of like we had a little pop-up shower out there. 11 minutes to go. And a draw inside, and just that rugby scrum is won by the Panthers. Cortez out there. I believe I also saw 37. Cycling some new folks in there. Josiah Reynolds stepping up and making a play. .10:30 to go in regulation here. Snohomish with a 33-0 lead. Taking a little extra time for the Seagulls to get everyone set. Quick hitter there. I did not see that ball leave the quarterback's hands. That's how quick this misdirection offense can be sometimes. And just like that, it's a 3-and-out for Everett. And Snohomish, if they can get this takeaway here, they're one score away from keeping that clock moving, as we're already under 10 minutes left in regulation. 33-0 home side. Looks like they are going to punt. Discretion, the better part of valor for the Everett Seagulls, as that one clubbed downfield, and it will check up just shy of the 50, trickle across it. It may have been touched, and Snohomish will fall on it. That's Apollo Mason with the not the stop, but with the save. And now from basically midfield, Snohomish needs one score to put the kids to bed here. 33-0. 9:32 left in regulation. Ball rests at the +48. David Hammer, the triumphant field general here, has some fresh faces out again. Bridger Foley, along with, I believe, Blake Kendall out there as the fullback. Dotting the I is still Brody Strant. Have yourself a game. Strant gets the carry there and hits the 50 and surges ahead. He'll gain about 2 yards on that play. Tackle made by Big 53, Angel Baez Herrera. And nobody's in any kind of hurry in this one, as the season's coming to an end tonight for a couple of, well, schools with storied traditions. Both of these schools have been around for a hot minute. Under 9 to play. What, about 200-plus years of history between these two schools? Snap and a give and a big power run, bruising and stumbling and rumbling his way ahead. Big carry for Taylor Areola. Doesn't normally get to see this side of the football. Actually, check that. I think that's 3-2, not 2-2, which would mean that's Hoff again. And a penalty marker flies in late. I think that's a personal foul. Little extra stuff being said. 8:44 left in regulation. Clock stopped here with the first down and the penalty. 118 games going on across the state. Yep. Dead ball. Oh, it's actually taunting against Everett. Trying to see if we've got some other scores of note. Cascade beat Mariner 55-20 a final. Cedro beat Mount Lake Terrace 40-0 a final. I need to make sure this is correct, and it looks like it is. I don't know anything about these schools, but 8-0 Royal over 2-6 Wapato. It's a final 76-0. A pick six basically sealed that one. Again, 76-0. Woof. Monroe has come back and tied it up at home against Oak Harbor, 35-all in the fourth. Salton has made it interesting at home against Foster, 18-13 in the third. Bellevue leads Interlake 42-6. Sumner pulling away from GK, Graham Kapowson, 23-3 Sumner in the fourth. Down in South Seattle. Ruiz going to run that one around the end. He's going to outrun everybody, go for the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Ruiz. The misdirection. And that is going to be basically your ball game, folks. Evan Ruiz. Little razzle-dazzle. And he will protect the football and then inject that one over the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers, and it is a 39-0 lead. Extra point pending. 8:30 to go. And Cortez for point. Ruiz has to catch his breath because he's the holder on special teams. Kick on the way. It is up, and it is good. 40-0. An explosion from Snohomish. 8:30 left in this one, and I believe that clock is going to fly. We'll step aside for a break. Back after this on STSPN.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Back to action here, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Get more from Les. We're also proud to be media partners of Seattle Sports and the all-new Seattle Sports app, where you can take that sports action with you wherever you go. The app is available for Android and Apple devices. Tell Grandma the game's on with STSPN and Seattle Sports. Another kick out of bounds. That'll give it to the Everett Seagulls at the 35-yard line. Clock has not started because, well, the ball was not touched. But 40-0. Believe that means the mercy rule is in effect. So when this ball is snapped, I don't know that the clock will stop for much of anything other than scoring and change of possessions and, of course, timeouts. 40-0. There goes the running clock now. 1st and 10 from the 35. Wing T formation for the Everett Seagulls. Kai Schmidt will go under center with 3 backs behind him. Give. First man through. He'll surge his way forward. That is again Ian Lorio. We're trying to keep track of all the games going on around the area. It's 40-0 here. Arlington with a 28-14 lead at home against Lake Stevens. Max Preps has them listed as the number 6 team in the state, and they trail right now 28-14. Also had another score of interest. Kings leading 20-6 over Granite Falls. A little nifty run play outside. Cortland Atkins. Now 7:25, and the mercy rule clock continues to run. Penalty marker down there. We'll probably have one more stoppage of play before this one's over with. 7:13 and the clock runs. We'll award plenty of player of the game shirts. And that's the Adrenaline Fundraising player of the game shirts, might I add. Along with the Grit Handcrafted Wood Proud Parent shirts. We've got our Lineman of the Night awards to hand out, and those are, of course, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing for quite a while in this area as we sort out the penalty. 2nd down and 15 to go as the clock drips closer to 6:30 left in regulation. Snap, give, First man through will surge his way ahead and get tackled by Josiah Reynolds. I think on the carry there was Sam Tracy. 40-0. Snohomish looking for the shutout victory here tonight. I don't know that anybody saw this one coming. Snohomish with the 40-21 win last week on the road at Marysville-Getchell, stringing together 2 straight wins, but it's been a while since Snohomish was able to record that shutout victory. Pass incomplete, looking to the sidelines. Under 6 to play, and now 4th down and 10, and again forced to punt. They were able to pick up 5 yards to negate a penalty. And now Snohomish will be content to take the air out of the football and have a little bit of fun. 5.5 left in this one before tasting sweet, sweet victory. Snohomish exercising some demons here in the last game of the year. 40-0. And looks like they're just going to go for it here. Nothing to lose, down 40-0. Schmidt will sling this one to the sidelines, underthrows his man. Good job by the defense there. I think Ulrich among those, just walling off that receiver. He could get nowhere close to it. And now Snohomish will take over on downs at the 35-yard line. I think this should be the Ruiz show, if I understand football a little bit. Quarterback is not out there just yet. We've also got... Yeah, it is Ruiz. Okay. We've also got Bridger Foley out there as a receiver. Some young linemen getting some playing time as well, including David Ross. Actually, David Ross is senior. Got to get your seniors all the playing time you can get. Give. Fresh tailback is 43. Say hello to Caden Acosta. He's a junior at 5'8", 165. 4:10 to go. We may wind up just giving it to me to take down to the field as we try and score some interviews with players as this one comes to a close. We're under 4 minutes to play, and it's 40-0. The Panthers comfortably in front with the second and third teamers out there just taking care of business. Penalty marker flies on this play, and good job by the Seagull defense to just stand that one up. Narinder Chana on the stop, 250-pound defensive lineman on second down. Approaching 3 minutes to play now. We'll go ahead and you'll just enjoy this while I get out to the field.
This is the engineer trying to do a little bit of work here. That is right. Yeah, I've got dozens of things working here. It is the Joys, and I'm picking that up there. Hey, wait a second there, Amp. Tell the camera guy that the wireless is not on. Okay, let me double check this here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just working through these little bugs to try and get the player of the game and the sideline camera working. There we go. You'll enjoy it in the end.
I think with this, we've got plenty of options for player of the game and lineman of the night. But I think Brody Strant needs to give him a shirt. I think I'll just leave this on.
I think he'll love having a shirt.
Big opportunity for Coach Joey Hammer as well to celebrate back-to-back wins. Clock stopped, 1:07 left.
Maybe if you could try to get to him first and ask him how we can get a hold of players if that's what he wants to do. If not, we'll just hand him the shirts.
Fair enough. I don't know that I really want to bother a coach live during.
Well, not during the game. I'm talking about after they walk through the line.
Fair enough. I will wedge my way off to the side and hope I don't catch a player.
Well, we have a sideline guy called the wedge.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be the wedge in training.
Future wedge.
Yeah, that's right.
Red shirt wedgemas.
1 minute to go. They did stop the clock. That's probably because they're moving.
Yeah, a couple more
penalty
penalties
or something.
Here with second and third team guys in a blowout situation. Have to get everything right and get everything situated and get these young men some opportunities to play late game. A lot of smiles here on the sidelines for the Snohomish Panthers. Bouncing up and down. It's becoming reality. Their season's going to end with a couple of consecutive wins and their first shutout in I don't know how long. Ruiz,
good for them.
His hips. Waits for everything to be marked ready, and here we go. Ruiz, single setback behind him. Give, first man through, hit immediately and taken down. On the carry was Daniel Hunt.
Oh, I understand. I think Everett stopped the clock.
Oh, penalty marker down. And Ruiz hopping up and down, excited. Chase Farrell. A lot of celebrating going on with 39 seconds. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock. They may have to snap it. Actually, they don't have to snap it again. The play clock has not been reset. It's still showing 40 seconds. I don't think Snohomish has to do anything. And now I think the Seagulls may have called a timeout. No. Yes. Okay. Late signals. Snohomish calls the timeout. Interesting. I don't know that we should take this one upstairs because this may be a timeout just to let them savor the moment and get a couple more dudes in.
That is right.
Not every day that you get to celebrate a 40-0 win at home or back-to-back wins with the stretch that they've been on, just exercising the demons right now. Coach Joey Hammer going through some things in the huddle. And it is a fun night out here in the cold and the wet at Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium. Broadcast, of course, brought to you by Les Schwab Tires. Get more from Les. Proud to sponsor the Lineman of the Night. And also brought to you by the Seattle Sports app. We're going to go to victory formation here and kneel down over the football. That's what that looks like. Got Seth Abood on, and Seth Abood will take the knee. That is beautiful. And that will be it. That will be it for this one. Seth Abood with the kneel down and a victory for a motivated Snohomish Panthers squad.
Cameraman's heading down to you.
Excellent.
See if we can hook all this up.
Threading the needle here. Going to try and find Coach Joey Hammer when he comes through this handshake line. It's an excited Snohomish group. So while the band plays, you may hear some silence on this end of things as I try and facilitate some interview.
Yeah, make sure you tell them that you understand that this is end of the season, but you'd like to grab them if that's available. This is just really happy for Snohomish to be able to finish out their season, win at home, 40-0. It's got to feel good. There he is. Maybe you could talk to him for a second. Oh, he's going to.
All right, yeah, he's going to go and talk to the players. He said give about 2 minutes, and then he'll come out to us, and we will get some players as well. So
yeah, his 2 minutes is going to wind up being 15, but
well, you know,
it's worth it.
It is what it is.
Oh yeah, look at those.
Listen to this crowd.
There you go. That's great. Not on. It's just
yeah. I don't want to necessarily give any secrets away here, but I will give a shout out to Brody Strand. They're going to celebrate and send this one off.
That's great
with a huge win. Big stuff.
Love that.
Snohomish band celebrating this one. 40-0. By the way, upstairs, do we have anything going final from the games we've been watching elsewhere?
Well, no. Let's see. What do we got here? 5 minutes to go on the GP. I'm not sure what's going on. We were trying to get our own game finished. There you go.
Celebrating a couple of consecutive wins. Celebrating a birthday as well. How many shirts did you hook me up with, Cowboy?
You have 2 linemen and 2 player of the game.
All right. We got some dudes. All right. Let's go with Brody Strant. Let's go with Seth Abood, number 11. And I don't have enough hands to be able to look, but how about our lineman of the night?
David Ross, number 55.
Cody Abood, number 61.
So we got a couple of Aboods here. So let's go with, first of all, the guy that got a ton of touchdowns. Not every one of them counted, but what was it, 2 or 3 that stuck?
I think I had 2 rushing and 1 passing.
Oh, yes, I forgot the jump pass. Tell me about that one. How much fun was that passing touchdown from the Wildcats?
That was fun. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe I got a pass. It was fun.
Passing touchdown. That's fantastic. So, of course, your effort, your personal effort led to a lot of that, but I know you're going to give credit to those dudes beside you, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They blocked their asses up tonight.
Yeah, this is online, so you can say that, I guess. But either way, what does this feel like to get this win, to get back-to-back wins to end the season and the career here?
It feels great, We're just out here playing for our pride, having fun, so I'm just happy.
You can tell that. So let's talk to our linemen here. What went into your just dominance up front on both sides of the football, boys?
Oh, man, we've just been putting in the work all week. We've been hitting it really hard, making sure that we're getting all our technique in, getting all our stuff in the weight room. We've just been working really hard all week and for the whole season, man.
Yeah. How cathartic is this? How big of a relief is this to end this season with 2 wins?
It's a really great feeling, we've got all the talent we got, we should be more than we are, but it's good to get 2 wins and feels good.
Now tell me about what went into that last time out. You got this one, the clock is running 40-0, and then they send in number 11. They send in Seth Abood to kneel down. What's the story, man?
Man, I got hurt yesterday at practice, concussion, so it's hard putting in all that work, just not be able to play. And coaches, they're great coaches, man. They put me in there for one last play, end of the game, off with the victory.
That's fantastic. And I was doing a whole lot upstairs, and I didn't quite notice that I wasn't saying Abood all the time like I normally am with these games. What has this end to the season, these 2 wins, been like for you with the work you've put in, including in the games that you got to play in?
Man, getting these wins was great for us. Like, as a team, the morale, we needed that. Like you said, we obviously all want more, but we put in a lot of work that people don't see. So it's just, it's hard, but it feels good. It feels good in getting the dubs.
Now, do you guys play both ways? You all play both ways? No? Sometimes. Okay, fair enough. Just offensive line. I wanted to give some credit because I know you guys all.
You have one more guy over there on the end.
Defense. And I've
or is that not right?
That I want to talk to here, but I want to talk about the defensive line, the front 7, the front 8. Those dudes were just hitting people tonight, weren't they?
Yes, they were. It's like we got the dudes up front. We can get it done.
Yeah, and how much of that is heart? How much of that's scheme?
It's a lot of heart, a lot of scheme. We put in so much work. The coaches are really just putting a lot into us, and we're trying to show it out on the field. So the guys did great today, and we ended up with a shutout. So that's awesome.
Did I miss anything?
Shout out to Ty, shout out to Garrett, shout out to Mark Brownfield, all the D-line out there tonight.
Absolutely. And
Barlow.
Yeah, and who can forget the guy that I've been calling on a first-name basis for about two seasons now, David Hammer. 2 wins to end the season. How great is this?
It just feels good. Like, we knew what we should have done from the start of the season. We figured it out late, and we're just showing what we are now. Playing for pride, that's what we do.
Yeah, Panther pride. I think I've heard another Hammer say that.
He can really toss that ball.
Yeah. And now you had a game. You were dropping some dimes out there as well and just directing traffic. What made this come together for you?
Just how you play. Good week of practice this week. We've learned a lot of stuff. Get the ball in the hands of the people that score the touchdowns. I had a job. I got the ball to Brody. Brody went and scored 4 tutties tonight?
Not all of them counted, but I think he scored about 5 of them, and 2 rushing and 1 passing. How much fun was that for you to see him throw one out there?
Oh, I got the best view of the field, Brody. Every single play, I get to watch that guy make jukes. I'm sitting there. I don't know what to do. Give me some popcorn. I'm just watching a movie. It looks like.
I love that. I love that so much. All right. And now, do you guys are your parents here tonight? Okay. If you wanna call over a parent, because we've got a proud parent shirt for all 4 of you guys as well. So
start handing their shirts out there for them.
Start handing these out because I can't.
We know we want to get them out to their people.
So this is player of the game, and your mom's shirt is in there.
Tell Hammer he's got player of the game too. So does 11. Just we have to get a shirt down to him.
Sure. We'll get you a shirt later. I got one for you.
Tell him you just didn't bring enough down there.
I didn't bring enough down. And your parents' shirts are inside, tucked away inside. So if we can get some photo ops, and I will let these boys get everything out and give their parents the
tell them to hold their shirts up so that we can start taking pictures.
We can get some photo ops. This is awesome. This is fantastic. And I know you guys want to celebrate. Well, maybe not the proud parent shirt. I don't want that to wind up mean.
There you go.
But there we go.
Tell them to look, get it towards the camera. There you go. That's good.
Yes. That's
now over there.
All right.
Hold on. Tell them to hold it. 11 to hold it up again.
If you can, 11
and 9.
You can hold those up to the camera just one more time.
And tell Hammer to take the shirt from 11 so I can get his picture.
And
so we can get a picture.
We're gonna share. Okay.
There we go.
We're figuring this out as we go.
As we go along.
I am okay with this. All right, boys. Give me a Panther, or well, go Panthers on 3, and then you guys go celebrate this one. 1, 2, 3. Panthers!
Yeah.
Right, where's David? Where's Coach Hammer? Is it wrong Hammer?
Yeah, wrong Hammer.
I'm getting fired up over here.
Joey Hammer.
Where's Joey at? Joey set all this up for us, so we got to give him a chance to talk.
They're probably really talking his ear off somewhere.
Let's see here.
Come on.
We're live, but I'm trying to find Coach Hammer.
So the folks up there to keep the scoreboard on, so as soon as you get a picture.
We're not in the right booth, so yeah, no worries. I love that.
Tell the camera guy to get a picture of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture.
Show the scoreboard if you would. We got to get this for the seniors. I'm going to wind up in somebody's picture here.
There we go. Look at that.
Let me go find Joey.
Okay, I got it.
Let me see. Where did Coach Hammer go?
Yes, what a great win. So excited for these guys.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of celebrating going on. I'm just trying to get away from people's pictures so they don't have me wandering around in the background. There he is. There he is.
Sorry about that.
Got to find my camera guy. I outran him. We can get the camera guy over here. Here he comes. All right. Talking with Joey Hammer. So, fantastic all around. 40-0. Coach, tell me about this one.
Hey, hallelujah, right? These kids worked their tails off. They've stayed about it. They stayed about it for each other. And way to solidify a last home game and just get a victory.
Now, this was a total win, 40-0. You got the running clock. You got a little love for Seth getting in there at the end. What went into this one just clicking so well?
You know, our kids, they just all own their role, right? That's the game of football. When 11 guys own their role, good things can happen. And we put it together on all 3 facets tonight. Special teams were special. Our defense locked it down, and our offense just pounded the rock and went and took care of business. So it's Panther victory the right way.
And 2 in a row to end the season. How great is that?
Hey, that's even better, right? It's sweet. It's sweet, and you're just so thankful, and you're blessed because these young men, they've earned it. You know what I mean? So great. Kudos to them.
And you mentioned it. Great men. These are young men, and there's some that you're going to be saying goodbye to. So this is going to be bittersweet, and there's a lot of emotions about to go out in that locker room.
Oh, big time. Big time. It was hard to even look at kids on the sideline just as the clock clicked down because you're just, they give everything for you, and you cherish it, and you're thankful. And I can't wait to see what they go on and conquer in life because they're absolutely amazing young men.
Anything we haven't left out on the field, Coach?
Man, we left everything out there, all of our kids, but it was just awesome to see them all come together, rise up. We were down a bunch of guys, but they just rose up. We lost 2 guys just prior to pregame. Yeah, I mean, it's just a weird thing, but our kids stepped up, believed in each other, encouraged each other, and kudos to my coaching staff for just staying engaged and locked in all night.
Right. Any
Thank
final
you
thoughts
very
on
much.
this one?
No, I appreciate you guys. I mean it for what you guys do and consistently do and do for Snohomish community. Amazing job. Thank you guys. Thank you to the house. And hey, go Panthers. Thankful for this victory. Hallelujah.
Congratulations. Go enjoy this one. Joey Hammer, head man for the Snohomish Panthers. And I think if it's all right with the folks in the truck, I think I'm gonna call her tonight as well.
That is right.
40-0, your final score. Thanks to all of our sponsors all season long. Our newest media sponsor, media partner, I should say, in Seattle Sports and Seattle Sports app. Always the folks at McDaniel's Do It Center and Adrenaline Fundraising. And I know I'm just going to forget somebody if I keep doing this. Les Schwab Tires, get more from less, and they help us do what we do every single time out here. For the folks in the truck doing all the hard work and the camera crew that does the unsung difficult work out in the cold, for Todd and Sarah Elvig, I'm Harrell. 40-0. Snohomish ends the season with back-to-back victories and a shutout. Good night, everybody.
Perfect.